Junior and Stephanie decided to put God first, despite their fear and uncertainty about the future. What can we learn from their story today that will help us put God first in our own lives? Junior and Stephanie Roberts are owners of a catering service in Jamaica. They committed their lives to God and were baptized together a month after their wedding. Now, this young couple, committed to Christ, was faced with some serious professional decisions. By deciding to put God first in their lives, they've also decided to put God first in their business, which would mean taking out the wine and the seafood from their menu, which were favorites from their clients. And beyond that, they would also need to stop their activities on the Sabbath day. What if clients complained and went to their competitors instead? Did they have the courage to put God first, regardless of the consequences? Despite the fear and uncertainty about the future, they put God first in their business. At first, their business struggled. It was almost impossible to survive because most clients reached them, especially for seafood and alcohol. And the events mostly fall on Friday evenings and Saturdays. This dramatic change took a cut in their income. Would they persevere in putting God first, even at the risk of financial loss? With their faith tested several times, they finally felt the Lord's guidance. Today, both have never been happier, and their company is flourishing. Their income became more stable, and they knew the kind of clientele to look for. Ellen White wrote about this. The world and the churches are breaking God's law, and the warning must be given. If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. With such a curse hanging over the transgressors of God's holy Sabbath, should we not show greater earnestness, greater zeal? Why are we so indifferent, so selfish, so engrossed in temporal interests? Is our interest separated from Jesus? Has the truth become too pointed, too close in its application to our souls? And like the disciples of Christ who were offended, have we turned away to the beggarly elements of the world? We spend money for selfish purposes and gratify our own desires, while souls are dying without a knowledge of Jesus and the truth. How long shall this continue? All should have a living faith, a faith which works by love and purifies the soul. Men and women are ready to do anything to indulge self, but how little are they willing to do for Jesus and for their fellow men who are perishing for the want of the truth? Junior and Stephanie were tempted to put themselves first, but they were faithful in putting God first. Their faith inspires us today. Jesus gave up everything to redeem us, and His love compels us to put His kingdom first in our own lives. As we return our tithe and promise, we are challenged to put God first.